We've been asked this question. What happens to our hard-earned assets when something unexpected happens? How can you protect your loved ones when we're no longer around? Estate planning might sound very intimidating, but it's one of the most important things that you can do for your loved ones. And the good news, it's simpler than you think.
So in this video, we'll break it down step by step. We'll explain what is estate planning, why it is important, how do you start it, what are the key components like will, trust, power of attorney, and health directives. Plus, we'll help you figure out what's best for you. Is it a will, a trust, or maybe both? And also, we'll share with you a tip called pour over will, which is very, very useful. So stick around. Trust us, it isn't just all about money. It's about protecting your family's future. So what is estate planning?
Estate planning is just a fancy term for deciding what happens to your properties and also yung mga possessions mo like your home, mga bank accounts, brokerage accounts, mga business assets, or even personal items like your jewelries. This actually is about making sure your wishes are followed so that your family doesn't go through all that stress and
Mga
legal hassles,
yeah.
etc.
Diba sabi nga namin, it's not just about money. It's about planning for emergencies like who's going to decide for your health in case na you're incapacitated.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
Simply put, estate planning is about control. It's making sure na yung lahat ng gusto mo or your wishes are followed at hindi ang korte or kung ano yung gusto ng ibang tao.
Yeah. So yung tanong is, why is estate planning very important? Imagine you pass away, right? And your family will have to go through all this stress and something called, I don't know if you've heard of it, probate. That's a very long, expensive court process na they'll figure out who gets what. And iiwan mo yung family mo with all that emotional stress, financial confusion.
Yeah.
You know, so estate planning prevents this from happening.
Yeah.
Alam niyo ba that without an estate plan, the court decides who gets the assets, hindi kayo. Some benefits ng estate planning is, number one, it protects your family. A will or a trust ensures that your loved ones get what you intend without legal battles. Tapos, it also protects minor children. It ensures that if something happens to both parents, a trusted person will legally take care of the children. Kasi pag walang will, the court can appoint someone who is not your first choice. Next is it avoids probate. A trust can help your family skip the expensive, time-consuming probate process. Tapos andyan din yung healthcare decisions. Yung healthcare directive lets you choose who makes medical decisions if you can't.
Dito pumapasok yung sa health, yung mga DNR, yung do not resuscitate. Kasi katulad sa amin, ako sa living trust namin ni Haven, my instruction is, yung sa health directives ko is DNR, do not resuscitate. But it cannot stop there. I mean you can, but if you could do it more specific,
yes, you
it would be
specify.
better. Yeah, kasi di pwede mo masabing, DNR lang. Kasi katulad sa akin, yung DNR ko is like, do not resuscitate me, but if there's a chance for me
To still live.
a normal life after resuscitation, then do not end my life. Diba? I mean, it really depends din sa doctor or kung sino yung...
He or she, which I'm talking about is the doctor, can assess that.
Yeah.
She or he will tell you whether it will end up eventually in a vegetable state or
brain dead. Or
whatever.
something like that. Yeah.
So,
Kasi kung ita-try nilang i-resuscitate ka, tapos brain dead ka naman, di ba? I mean, kawawa naman din yung family mo.
Next is minimizes taxes. Smart estate planning can reduce estate taxes, leaving more for the heirs. And lastly, it gives you control. So here, you decide who gets what, when, and how. Klaro to na who you want to give your assets to. Kay A, kay B, or kay C.
We just want to point out also that estate planning is not just for the wealthy. Kasi ang notion ng tao is like, pag narinig mo yung word na estate, parang, laki,
Pangmayaman lang
pangmayaman. No, it's not. So kahit na simple lang ang iyong assets, meron kang savings dyan, or, whatever, just still prepare and plan for it. Diba? It's for your family. Para hindi sila nagkakagulo when you pass away.
So the next question is, what does estate planning include? There are main components to that. Okay, like number one, there's a will. Okay, it specifies, who gets your assets and who are the guardians or guardian who will protect your children once, let's say, you pass.
Number 2 is trust. Ito mas detailed to. It manages and protects your assets, avoiding probate.
And number 3 is what you call the POA or power of attorney. This is someone whom you appoint to manage your finances in case something happens to you, like you're incapacitated or can't make
Sound
decisions.
And number 4 is yung healthcare directives. This one ensures na yung wishes mo with regards to your health is followed. Ito yung mga about life support or any treatments for you. So, kung ano yung gusto mo, ano yung instructions mo, masusunod. Kayo, meron na ba kayong health directives? I know it's morbid to discuss it, pero it's a very, very important topic that should be discussed.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the next question is how to start planning. How do you get started? Well, here's a simple roadmap. Number 1, you need to list your assets. Start by listing what you own. Yung bahay mo, kunyari, bank accounts, investments, and personal items.
Number 2 naman, decide on beneficiaries. Who do you want to inherit your assets? Tulad ng spouse, kids, friends, or even the charity. If you're very generous naman, you can leave some of your assets sa favorite charity mo.
Then number 3, choose trusted people. Pumili ka ng someone who can manage your finances and healthcare decisions if needed. Pwede maging family member yun o professional, like an estate lawyer. Or even a friend pwede. Somebody who's trustworthy, financially responsible, impartial, and willing to take that responsibility.
And lastly, consult a professional. You know what? Pwede nyo namang gawin yung DIY yung pag-estate planning using platforms like LegalZoom, Trust and Will, Quicken Will Maker and Trust, or Free Will if your estate is simple. These services provide step-by-step guides and templates to make the process easier. Pero kung medyo marami kang assets at mas complex ang estate mo, it's best to consult an estate planning professional to make sure everything is properly covered.
So really starting small is very important than doing nothing at all. Alam nyo, your family will thank you later dahil nagplano kayo para hindi sila mahirapan, hindi magkaroon ng confusion, at para maging smooth.
Yeah.
And also, make sure na you review also yung mga documents na to once in a while or regularly.
Yeah, it could change. Things change.
Yeah,
so
kasi buhay natin, it changes.
it changes.
So,
Yeah, so you never know.
So always check it,
Right.
update it.
Now, ang pinaka-common na tanong is, will I go with a will or a trust? So now let's break it down para malinaw.
So let's talk about will. A will is straightforward. Sinusulat mo lang kung sino ang makakakuha ng assets mo. Pero ang downside, dadaan ito sa probate na public at matagal.
Ang trust naman is more detailed. Pwede mo nang ilagay lahat ng assets mo sa trust. Parang isang bucket habang buhay ka.
So the easiest way to explain tong trust na to is, let's say itong bag na to. Ito yung trust namin. Let's call this one Haven and Eileen Trust. Okay? So ito yon. So itong bag na to, andito lahat yung assets namin. So andyan yung pera, savings, CDs, andyan yung properties, lahat. So this trust, kami ni Haven, ang may control habang buhay kami. So we can do whatever we want with what we have here.
You can,
We can put here, we can take out, so whatever, di ba? Pero once na, kunyari, something happens, naging incapacitated kami, parang ganon, yung trust na to will go to the trustees' hands. So So, hindi na kami ang merong control. Iba na. Yung pinili namin na trustee. So, yung person na yon will be the one to manage our finances. So,
Siyang mag-execute.
siya yung for our benefit.
Yes.
So, siya yung magbabayad ng bills or whatever.
Whatever they
Diba?
want, yeah.
So, another also is like, kunyari, pag namatay naman kami, yung trust na to mapupunta dun sa trustee ulit, and the trustee will distribute our assets to whoever we want the assets to go to.
Yeah.
So, siya yung mag-execute ng wishes din namin kung kanino namin gusto ibigay yung assets namin. So, that's the easiest way that we can explain yung living trust.
Yes. So we hope that gives you a little enlightenment on how the living trust
Works.
Yeah, the concept behind it.
So the key differences between a will and a trust are, number one, when does it take effect? So will, it takes effect after death.
For trust naman, it can take effect while you're alive and continues after death.
With regards to probate naman, sa will, it goes through probate. Here, the court is involved. This can be very time-consuming and costly.
As for the trust, it avoids probate, allowing faster asset distribution.
When it comes to privacy naman, sa will, it becomes public record.
But for trust, it remains private.
And with regards to control over assets, sa will, it distributes assets after death.
As for the trust, you can manage and distribute assets during and after life.
And with regards naman to protection for incapacity, sa will, it's not applicable because it only applies after death.
Yes, a trustee can manage assets if you become incapacitated.
And the last one, yung complexity and cost. Sa will, it's simple and cheaper to set up.
As for the trust, it's more complex and costly upfront but saves time and money later. So, when should you use a will or trust? Depende sa sitwasyon, right? I mean, if you just want to name guardians for your kids or make simple asset distributions after you pass away, a will is good enough.
Yeah. Pero if you want to avoid naman probate, or you want it to be private, or you want somebody to manage your finances when you're incapacitated, then a living trust might be a better fit.
Yes.
Diba? Pero some people, they use both. They use the trust for yung mga big assets, and then they add that pour-over will for any assets na nakalimutan ilagay sa trust.
Yeah.
So, yun yung minention namin earlier in the video that we're gonna be sharing with you. It's an additional tip. Pero disclaimer ha, Haven and I are not lawyers or financial advisors. These are all based from our experience and from whatever we've researched.
It's always best to talk to a qualified estate planner or lawyers. Yeah.
And find out what's the best fit for you and your family. So, pour-over will naman, this is how it works. Di ba you have your living trust? Andun lahat yung assets mo, yung properties mo, yung bank accounts, investments. And then, what if like you opened another account, a bank account, and nakalimutan mo ilagay sa living trust yon? So what the pour-over will does is, it automatically transfers that asset to the living trust. So para siyang auto-transfer. Ang maganda dito, so para siyang it's a safety net sa lahat ng whatever you missed. Pero ang pour-over will ha, it goes through probate pa rin. Pero ang maganda dito, hindi na ang court ang magde-decide kung anong gagawin sa asset na yon, kasi nga automatic it's gonna go to your living trust. So at the end pa rin, whatever your wishes are, yun ang masusunod. So what's good here, it simplifies everything for your family. So whoever's going to manage your assets, nasa iisang bucket lang lahat. Hindi na yung kung saan yung mga individual assets na nakalagay. We just wanna show you like kung ano yung tsura nung living trust namin.
Yeah, so para makita nyo na parang Biblia to.
So we're ready.
Yeah.
So ganyan kakapal, ang kapal.
Ito, makita nyo.
Kapal, So everything's here. Andito
It's
yung
documented.
Actually, ayun, declaration of trust, there's a pour-over will, and then andito rin yung mga assignment of personal effects.
Healthcare directive.
Yeah.
No?
So all the instructions are all here.
This is it. This is our Biblia namin to. Anyway.
So yun lang. So we just want to show you na we have our own living trust. So we're
Yeah,
ready.
we're
So
ready.
in case na
Ay, hindi pa ready tayo.
yung nangyari sa amin,
Ayun.
meron na kami instructions.
Specify mo naman.
hindi ready.
Hindi, wag.
Meron na kami instructions
Yeah.
on what to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like talagang a lot of assets.
Mhm.
Hindi naman,
No.
wala naman eh. Basta like to get ready lang para iwanan namin yung anak namin na maayos.
Bios.
Diba?
Yeah. You know, this is what they say. Estate planning, it doesn't have to be complicated. Lalo na yung nagsisimula ka, di ba? Pag maaga, yan. Start on it,
Mhm.
right?
It's about really protecting your family.
And making sure your wishes are followed. Yan ang importante dun. Di ba?
Oo.
Tama?
Tama. So that's why we wanted to share this with you kasi naisip namin not a lot of people know about
Yeah.
this. So
Uh-huh.
that's why we're sharing.
We're sharing with you. Yeah.
And sometimes a lot of people also are very intimidated. Parang ang hirap nun or mahal. I mean,
Yeah.
setting it up is a little pricey.
It's pricey.
Pero kung hindi naman masyado ang assets mo, you could do it yourself.
Do it yourself. Yeah.
Or-
Or for peace of mind, they want na, you know, legal person or whoever, lawyer or paralegal will prepare it for you. Kasi they do all the dirty work. Di ba? Lahat. So, ito na nga.
Yun lang. So, maraming salamat for watching our video today. And if you like our video, give us a thumbs up and
Hit the notification bell.
subscribe muna kayo.
Oh, yan. Tama.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
And we'll see you in our next vlog.
Bye.